sometimes we're going through situations and we have to fight certain things. We have to fight certain principalities, certain darkness, certain spirits. And it's not because we're bad. It's because the things that we go through on this earth, sometimes we can be affected by the things around us. We can be tainted. Sometimes it can be from ancestral curses, things that people did in the dark and that were before us. And so we're wondering what I didn't do those things, so why I gotta fight it? Well, it's just like, for instance, I said this message before. If there was a person on drugs, or and they had a child, and now their child has that blood of the drugs in their system. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, that child may not become a drug addict, but maybe they're suffering things in school, or delays, or God forbid, or you know what I mean? Maybe they're suffering certain things because of the drugs that their parent was on. Now that child was innocent, born into the world. They knew nothing. They didn't take that drug, but their parent did. So now it came down to their blood. So the same thing, if you're connected by the blood to anybody, even soul ties, you have to do away the damage. You know what I mean? Like, that child may need to go to therapy. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they have to undo the damage. And they also have to, let Christ undo the damage too. So they might need to go to therapy. They might, have to, pray against things that they're suffering because of their mom being on drugs or whatever, So it's the same thing. When we come unto Christ, if our parents did drugs spiritually, meaning they was serving idols and doing witchcraft to be prosperous and doing divination and whatever they were doing, we have to undo the damage, because it was their doing, yeah, but we have to undo what they did. We have to untie the knots. We have to renew our blood, basically. So again, this is to the person who's wondering, well, why we gotta sit here and go through these principalities. And then sometimes it could be, again, what you're going through in life. Like how I just was listening to a lady when she was saying that she went through a season of great suffering, and she said that God revealed to her that she had a spirit of sympathy. Like, she wanted sympathy from everybody. Like, she wanted people to feel sorry for her. And she said that she had a spirit on her. God revealed that to her. And that was because whatever she suffered, it brought that on her. Because maybe the people who she wanted sympathy from never gave it to her. Or maybe during the time of suffering, she had a lot of sympathy. So now she's still looking for that sympathy. And she said it's of the enemy. You know what I mean? Like, the enemy wants you to stay in a place of downtroddenness. And it's like, you're out of that season. You're not in that season, that great season of suffering anymore. So come out of that woe is me mindset. And that's what God was showing her. Like, I understand you suffered, and I grieve with you. At the same time, I want you to come out of that. I want you to come out of that mindset. You know what I mean? And, because Christ is not never saying we can't feel some type of way. He's just saying, okay, feel some type of way and let me heal you. But he can't heal you if you still want to remain in that state. So again, sometimes we can be contaminated by the world and the enemy, through certain situations that we face as believers that can cause certain spirits or things to attach to us. And, we're wondering, well, why am I always so sensitive? Or why am I always so upset about something? Or why am I always feeling so sorrowful for myself? And it's because the enemy is trying to contaminate you with those things. So now you got to undo those things too, along with the stuff that your ancestors did and whatever. So it's like, Mommy, these are things, this is tied to the message that I just previously posted about, why, if Christ is the sacrificial lamb, all-time sacrificial lamb, why do